This is a summary of my first 3 posts on how to fix conflict. In the first post, I posed a provocative question: does conflict really exist? And I equated it to a shadow. It certainly doesn't exist independent of the generating light source and object blocking that light. I argued that although we all experience conflict, it really doesn't exist independent of the generating source, which is broken conversations. In part number 2, I talked about conversations that you have with yourself before action. And I gave the example of someone being angry with me because they thought that I wouldn't support them, and they didn't even give me a chance to say no. They were already in conflict. We hadn't even interacted. In the third part, I talked about conversations with yourself after action, and those are essentially assessments. How do you assess what is going on? And I gave the example of some research that I had done where people in a cross-functional team didn't know or understand their teammates and didn't understand the reasons for their actions, and they made up stories, and they got into conflict as a result. Once they started to understand each other and each other's functions, the conflict magically disappeared. And that is the gist of the first 3 parts on how to fix conflict. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments.